Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss one of the important aspects about climate change and climate change related education. Climate change education is challenging, invisible problem, distant and global impact, political dimensions, embedded into every aspect of modern civilization, controversy over solution. For the climate change education, there are many things. Many educators are recognize the importance of teaching about climate change and are engaging learner in lesson about climate science, mitigations, adaptation strategies. These occur in classroom and different aspects of the society. Increased interest in climate change education, rise in research articles, search in academic search premier with term climate change and education. Our project is system review. The search, what aspect of climate change program are working, 1019 abstracts, 49 paper, and common themes. Decision tree meets basic format requirement, exclude book review, dissertations, unpublished conference paper, paper not in English, etc. Yes. Focus on climate change education. Yes. Education intervention asset. Yes. Outcomes empirically measured and result reported. Execute total 893, upper few levels and many other things happening. Context: classrooms, elementary program, not typically youth outside of the schools, training program, non-formal setting, just over half in the US, 12 over national representations, positive outcome in changes, knowledge, attitudes and behavior. And goals vary to most focus on climate science and climate literacy. Understand Earth climate system, greenhouse effect, evidence of change, impact of change on ecosystem and human system. Access credible information, communication meaningfully, make informed decision. Some program empower learn to affect change, community action projects, and some use climate change as a tool to help learners in envisions a new world, personal and social transformation, community engagement, and so on. Effective climate science education is relevant, interesting, and engaging. Find relevant impact. Water availability, invasive exotic species range, sea level rise, native species range events, agricultural crop, fire fix, collect and analyze local data, meet with scientists, download their data. Help students review the data and come to their own conclusions. Example: explore personal lifestyle, ecological footprint activity, increase knowledge of connections between energy use and greenhouse gas emissions, increase personal and social understanding of the climate change. Active and engaged teaching methods, simplifying complexity, engage learners and creative enjoyable activity, video, role play, cartoon worksheets, simulation, computer-based visualizations, complex system interaction, debate, small group discussion, worksheet to process, reflect on what was experienced. Geospatial technology, undergraduate and graduate student, use GIS, remote sensing and satellite data, learn about climate change, understand how science knowledge is created, result indicate an increase in students, content knowledge, self-report awareness, confidence and understanding. Good climate science education in relevant personal locals in is interesting, engaging, experiential, use data, collective data and analyzing data. Effective climate change education build problem solving skills to create solutions for the classroom in the community. School project help learner identify and address problem and solution at the same scale, build problem solving, action taking and leadership skill. Community project engage learners with community member to mitigate or adapt to climate change. Community action program, 13 to 14 years old students, climate change research in community, create video to educate other students, plan and implement action project, encourage the emergence of feelings of empowerment relating to the capacity to make a difference. Energy conservations at schools and at home. Collecting data and monitoring energy use in classroom, sharing information with parents, conservative energy at home, and so on. Effective climate change education help learner construct and critique their own idea. Example: teacher's guide thinkings with question. When interpret a graph, teacher asks, what does the graph show? How do you know? What is the evidence? Is that a climate or a generalizations? Student work with data, examine the evidence and discuss the scientific consensus. Content knowledge increase, optional about climate change shifted. Student critique their own idea. Prompt from teachers help student explore reason and evidence. Maybe the art core is heating up and change climate, but that would not explain atmosphere carbon. Worksheet can help simplified concept and generate discussion. Simplified drawing and cartoon convey information about the greenhouse effect. Integrate previous knowledge, consider misconcepts, promote active cognitive process, require understanding misconcepts and scientific explanation. In summary, 49 paper from scientific review synergies into 6 themes and 3 category. Glued climate change education is good education, relevant, meaningful, engaging, experiential, social. It includes project-based work. It engages learners in exploring what know, how they know it, and why. Looking for good climate change education. Focus on climate change on social, meaningful value things. Uses activities that are engaged and experiential, collect data, analyze data, interact with scientists, plan a class project to share information, engage action, demonstrate engage, reflect on and discuss what they know, how they know it, reflect on what it means. Carbon trees and consumer actions. They measure the higher and diameters of the tree, calculate carbon in the forest, and convert that the carbon sequence capacity for their state. Students explore wood product, their life cycles and carbon emission, and consider their coins as a consumer. What is good and what kind of initiative they can take, this is also important. Use the handout include in the virtual conference material to consider how these themes apply to your climate change education programs. And if you like to more information about this study, you can follow this kind of research and other things. So these are the most important factors that how we can educate our young people, how we can educate our youth, how we can collaborate with our youth. Climate change is a major challenging things right now. Climate change actually play a major things right now. Even in the COVID-19 situation, we have to understand that this kind of climate change play a very challenging things, and climate change actually play a major things, and we need to be very much careful about this climate change. We need to be very much careful about this uh, climate change issues and so on. So if we do not careful about these climate change issues, and if we do not careful about these climate change related activities, we cannot grow our economy in an effective way. We can grow our economy in a professional way. So at present we have lot of challenge. At present we have lot of challenging moments and so on. So we need to be very much careful about that. We need to be very much thankful about that. We need to be 100% focused on that, and we have to know how we can create a value to our society. So especially young community, they are very important. Youth are very important. They are the future. They can change the world. They can change their community if we can give them proper learning, if we can give them proper education, if we can give them proper knowledge, if we can give them proper process and other things. So we have to be very much careful about that, and we have to be very much effective about our education system. So we need to help them to grow different kind of projects. We have to give them different kind of educations. We have to provide them different kind of knowledge. We have to help them to grow their ecosystem. And most important thing is that we have to grow our economy in an effective way. We have to grow our system in an effective way. So climate change actually help us to know our present conditions, and we must need to be very much careful about us. We much need to be very much careful about the society. So thank you everyone. If you have any kind of question regarding climate change, if you have any kind of solution you want to know about climate change, you can communicate with us and we can help you to grow these things in an effective way. Thank you everyone for joining today's session.